But did the ocean breeze pacify you? Did the palm trees sanctify you?
Good day, good people. What's up? Welcome back to another episode of Jojo and
Dee.
Yes, we're a bi-weekly podcast. I confirmed it. It's bi-weekly.
Yay.
So we come to you every other Monday. We are just two friends who decided to take some of our private conversations and make them public as we learn to grow through life step by step. And that's who we are. So I'm JoJo. That's Dee. We just said it again. If this is your first time, thank you for joining us again. If you're watching this, you can find us on my YouTube page at Just Jovette. If you are listening to us, you can listen to us on all platforms, major platforms for podcasts. We are on Apple, Google, Spotify. So we are official now. So round of applause.
Hey. Congratulations.
So you can follow us also on social media. You can follow me on Instagram at Just Jovette, and you can follow D tell the people where they can follow you.
J, the number 2, Riley on Instagram, y'all.
So, yes, follow us over there. We're always putting up different things in between time. So if you want to catch out some of that, check out some of that. Excuse me. Follow us on there. So, this is episode 11, by the way. So we have completed 2 hands. On to the next hand. So, it's a pretty good journey. How would you say this journey is thus far, D'Angelo, on episode 11? Wow.
Good. The grind is real, y'all. I ain't gonna lie now. The grind is real. But I'm enjoying myself. Just being able to get out of my comfort zone and take things step by step. So I'm excited, been excited, will remain excited. We're going to have some more laughs and some giggles and some seriousness coming to y'all. So once again, we thank y'all for y'all support because it's actually a motivation and an encourager within itself, besides us two, just talking about our different ideas. So I'm excited.
Yes. Oh, as you can see, I have a shirt on. Wait, let me get my right side together.
Come on, right?
I got a shirt on. It says JoJo and Dee. The merch is here.
Hey.
The merch is here. If y'all want a shirt, send us a DM, message us, let us know, and we will get that for you. We do have limited quantities right now, but if we get enough orders in, we can do another order. So, shout out. Let us know you like the JoJo and Dee podcast t-shirts. Version 1 in the books. So,
check.
We did something. We did that.
We in that thing.
We in there. So, Dee, how was your week? Your last 2 weeks?
Oh my God. Oh Lord. So y'all, I don't know if y'all remember or not, but this is my birthday month. So shout out to all my Virgos out there. Love you guys. We are one of a kind. We rock this. So so my birthday was September the 16th. And I turned 3 plus 3. Yes, I'm not afraid to share my age with you all. I had a marvelous time. Y'all, I got to ride in the sling for the first time. Don't do me. Don't be like, a sling, what's that? Don't do me, first of all. So my uncle was gracious enough to take me on a ride in a sling, y'all. And I was like scared, right? I'm a scared tail. So I've been riding with my uncle since like forever. But y'all, when that sling took off, I wasn't ready. Like my heart was just boom, 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 boom. And then not to mention, I had partaken in something before I got in the sling. So
You took some holy
I
juice?
made it through that sling ride.
It's just some holy juice, some communion. Had a little bit of communion.
But y'all, nonetheless, it was fun. And actually, my husband took me on my first ride in the sling. Then my oldest sister took me on a ride around the block. And then my uncle. So I've actually gotten the okay to come to his house. So whenever I just want to take a ride, we can just cruise down the street. So hopefully I'll be having some pictures for y'all. Y'all can go visit my Instagram, J2Riley, and y'all have some time there. Given that, you know, we're still going through this whole pandemic thing, I did something really small, but I love family. I'm telling y'all that right now. I love family. I'm not really a big fan of, you know, going out to the club and meeting different people. Although I will, but the something that I really love is family. So I had a good time with family and friends, you know, doing what we love to do, sitting around enjoying each other's company. So I can't knock that. But I had a great time this week. Great time.
Cool.
So how about yourself, JoJo? Anything you got into, new adventures?
Nothing really new, other than I'm still on my Camp Gladiator journey.
Yay!
Yay! And I was really challenged this week in that area and there. I made an Instagram post on it, but I was really talking about how I just wanted to bawl crying. Like I was in the middle of the workout and it was just so hard and it was just overwhelming to the point, you know, I just wanted to give up right then and there and just be like, I can't do it. But then the trainer says, remember why you're here. And I was like, okay, I remember why I'm here. But I didn't say it like that. But I was like, that's what I looked like. But I was out of breath, so it didn't look like I was really crying. And the tears didn't come out, though, thankfully. But they almost did. But I finished. And so that's a testament. You know, sometimes you don't think you can make it. Especially when it comes to something that's coming heavy, hard, and fast. And the frequency is there, like in terms of, like if you're running or something or doing something crazy like that. I won't call it running crazy, but you know what I mean. Something to that extent to where you don't feel like you can't make it. You can't see the end, even though it's like it's just right there. You physically
right around the corner.
Yeah, you physically can't take yourself there because it's just that whole entire overwhelming feeling. And I made it. I made it on Monday. That was Monday. Wednesday, I had to do 30 burpees. My partner, who was the stronger one of us, he walked off to go get his weight. And so we were starting to exercise. So I knew I had to start. And I was like, man, I was trying to be the one that did the 20 burpees, not the 30. But I did it. And I was like, you know what? I've been riding on that high all week. And I didn't think how much like it really helped me like to do that. But I literally have been riding on that high since Monday and Wednesday. And here we are at the end of the week. But life is good. Life is good. There's a lot of potential things that are happening. So I won't complain about that at all. I must say, today was a good day.
Hey. We rapping too, y'all. Hope y'all ain't know.
Riding down the street in my 6'4".
Mixtape coming out October 15th.
Actually, it's dropping on October 32nd. Stay tuned for it. October 32nd, the mixtape is dropping. Right
in the
here.
year of our Lord 2021.
Yeah.
Come on, Sunday school minute.
Yeah. Yeah. We had 35 in attendance. We collected $4.32 in
That's what we're
offering.
doing. We had 4 bring their Bibles.
Yeah, we had 4 bring their Bibles. Oh man, that's
Yeah, we do churchy.
that's old school. That's okay though. To
No.
be churchy, it's okay.
It's all right.
They don't do that anymore. They don't keep attendance like that. Y'all, I'm outside if y'all didn't know. So
Was that
it's that
rooster?
time. Mm-hmm. My neighbors got them. You can't have more than 3 or 5 in the city limits. Something like that. I don't remember.
Anybody got something up with though?
I mean, if you want eggs like that,
That makes too much noise.
you can have a chicken coop. They're not the only ones with a chicken coop. Some other ones had chicken coops too. I mean,
Not this one.
you can't have a
Ew.
chicken coop. Watch,
Why?
when you move,
I'm in an
when God
Is that what you
elevates
trying
you,
to say?
look, when you get elevated
How people do you?
to a house, you might have neighbors with some chickens.
I hope I don't.
You never know. You never know. Let me tell you a quick story. Since you're saying that, when I was in high school, and we used to have this bird that for a short period of time, but it was long enough for it to be like, wow. We had this bird outside my window to the house, and it would just chirp every single morning, and it would infuriate me. Like, I was so upset. I was just so angry and so irritated. But my mama brought it up to me one day. She says, "Thank God that you're alive, that you can hear it."
Come on, mother.
I tell you, that bird never bugged me ever again.
Wow.
Even though it still chirped, I was like, thank you, Lord. Yeah. Because I may not have been able to hear.
I'm sorry, y'all. Give me just this stuff.
They don't just see it, they hear it too. I looked down, I said, all I hear is,
Sorry, y'all. Alright, we good? Insert class.
But yeah, just remember that. Be glad you can hear stuff. Because you could be at the point where you couldn't.
It's a blessing to hearing. Now it's Diego acting.
No, that ain't Diego. That ain't my dog.
Oh, that's not.
No, my dog don't sound like that. That's a dog across the way.
That must be fine.
No, they're not fighting.
They want to be let in on the podcast. That's what it is.
Clearly.
They got something to say.
All right. They done for right now. They'll be back. I just like being outside. So that's why
But the
last
weather's
couple
been
times-
nice, though.
Yeah, the weather has been nice. Yep. Hey, y'all, I lost 3 pounds last week.
Yay, congratulations. So what about your, like, eating or whatnot? Like, what's your diet like? Is that helping you to But why your eyes look like that?
Because I haven't been eating right.
So this is solely your workouts. That's really good.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't. Look, let me say this: I ain't just like
You haven't like indulged.
I ain't going crazy. However, I haven't been eating the way I should be eating because I've been eating out too much. But not next week. I actually already made a commitment not to eat out like that next week. So, before the party, I talked about it. So, yeah. There's some improvements that need to be made on that. But, yeah.
We all have improvements we need to make.
Yeah. With that being said, are we all done with updates?
We are. Those are my updates.
Okay. All right. Well, let's get into it then. The topic of the day. What are we talking about today? We are talking about, we're doing a deeper dive. We say that all the time, but we are doing a deeper dive into the process that you take before you do something big. So what steps that we take, and you share with us too, steps that you take before you do something monumental, big, significant, whichever adjective you want to use for that thing that takes a lot. Yeah. And like, I want to talk about too about a couple myths that people a couple myths that people use. And have y'all ever heard? Please interact with us. Have y'all ever heard of these things for our diehards that's listening? Let us know.
For our day ones.
Yeah, for all of our day ones. So, one thing I do before I do something big, and we're not talking about just investing a big sum of money. Like it can be like a performance or something to that nature, to that effect, or before you approach somebody, right? We've been talking about relationships, things you do before you approach somebody in whatever the situation is, whether it be you trying to speak to somebody or get a deal, something like that. So, one of the things that I do before I even think about starting is, like, my body does this whole, like, get the jitters out.
I'm with you on that one.
Yeah. Like, it could be days before or whatever, or the moment before I hit send, right?
Yeah.
I'm like, all right. Woo. Woo. Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby. Let's get it. Like, I talk to myself.
You put your
like,
music on too?
Yes. I gotta put on something good though, which varies day to day. So, yeah, like, what's some body things that you do? D, some body things. You do body things too. I think you just said that. But
I do body things, but my biggest thing is getting in this mirror and doing some affirmations. So, like, yes, you can do this. Girl, you better, like, talking to yourself. Girl, you better stop being scary and send this email. Or get yourself together so you can go out and meet these people. This is only going to happen once in a lifetime. Just things like that. That's what I normally try to tell myself so I can pump myself up. It's a cakewalk. Go out there and get it. 'Cause most of the time you got to be your self motivator. You know, you have to just go out there because don't nobody know you better than yourself. So you know what you're capable of. God already instilled in you what you need to have to go forth and do that thing. So those are some of the things that I have to remind myself.
Yep. Breathing is also a big thing. And always remembering that, hey, yo, it's going to be what it's going to be.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not going to be what it's not going to be. So, like you were talking about earlier in your slingshot example, like you just, yo, that your heart just, or your stomach just drops right before you do it.
Yes. And
then you don't realize that you're doing it until you're doing it. And then you're doing it. I will never forget, I was in high school and I was a junior because I quit playing in band when I was my senior year. I didn't play. But y'all, I was one of the baddest baritone players, period. Debate me if you want to. You can't. I was bad. Nobody had a tone like Jovette. Nobody in the Austin area could play like me. But I let my nerves get to me on one of the etudes. So it was it was either the first one or the second one. I don't remember, but you had to play like in high school band, like, and you did the regional band stuff,
like UILs and everything.
Yeah, you had to play 3 etudes, one fast, one medium, and then one slow. And it was my junior year, and we had switched to the Austin district. And when we switched to the Austin district, I knew that I had more of a chance to make it to state. And that's really my main goal, that I was going to make it to state. So I practiced so hard. I practiced some etudes hard. My nerves got to me it had to be the first one that I was doing. And I was like, bump, 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 bump. The nerves, like, they got to be so bad. And I vowed from that day on to not ever flub like that again. And I haven't yet. I have not flubbed that bad ever again from that day. But I'm gonna tell you, when I tell you I was bad, like Michael Jackson bad. Because even with that mess up, which was a bad mess up, I still got 4th chair. Because
awesome.
I blew them away. Blew them away with that 3rd etude and the vibrato in my tone.
Yeah.
It's just a natural. What can I say?
So that came after the nerves were stable.
Yes. The third etude, I was just like, you know, I got this. I blew it. I knew I was going to blow it out the water. And I would have got the first 2 chairs had I not had that flub up.
But that's okay. And I'm sorry to interrupt you on that. But that's okay because you did not stop. You kept going. And I mean, I'm a choir girl, so I know the feeling. It happens all the time. You know, you had the little flubber. My voice got shaky on a couple of things, but you made it all the way through. And that's the thing. Just pushing it through. Because you could have stopped. And of course, you know, nobody would have even entertained what you had already done. Period. That's it. But you kept going.
Yup.
Kept going.
And that's what you gotta do. It may not work out, but even though I knew I wasn't going to get the top 2 chairs any longer after that mess up, I still, like Dee said, I still finished, and I was able to get fourth chair, which was first chair in the second band. So that's okay. Which I had always made the second band. I had always made it, but the year before I was like seventh or something chair, which made me like fourth chair in the second band. So I don't know what it is. 4 is my number. I'm thinking about that. Like, I batted the number 4 hole. I could never get above fourth chair. Like, I don't know. I've been on this weight loss journey for 4 years. Like, what's really going on
with the number 4?
With the number 4.
But you're not from the 4. But you're not from the 4. I'm from the 4.
Nah, I'm from
That's
the 2-3.
That's the only 4 I got.
I'm from the 2-3. I'm from the Jordan. From the Jordan time. From the Jordan code. But yeah, what's some other things you do? I think preparation and research can never go underestimated.
Yes, I definitely agree. That's something that I do all the time, especially when I'm going after something, I guess what we call those new opportunities. A lot of people like to use the term stay ready, so you ain't got to get ready, because you just don't know them when those opportunities could come, right? And so it's being consistent in research. When I say research, reading is good, whether it's a hard copy or electronically. I always like to, what I would say, interview people, pick their brains. So I tend to think about people who have done this before and are successful at it, mainly. Now, it doesn't mean that I can't, pick the brain of people who may have been successful for a minute and then stop, but at least I know that they've experienced it. And I can know no one's path is the same, but at least I have an idea of what I can expect, and maybe try to maneuver around some of the, or I guess prevent some of the stumbling blocks, or just prep for that if it is inevitable, right? Because everybody's experience is different. So those are just some of the things that I like to do. And of course, while I'm picking these people's brain, I like to go through their timeline and notate where in their path did they progress? How long did it take, And so with that requires you to actually, sit down, have those conversations. And through that, you can build relationships with those people. That way you can always come back and, pick out some more things. And that only makes you better, in my opinion. So.
Yeah, very much so. Very much so. And that's where our whole relationship part comes in, since we're on relationships. That's where it comes in, having those people who you would like to become your peers, right? In things, because you see how they're doing, and you see, like Dee was saying, how looking at their timeline of different things. And I do want to add this in here, because this is where we are, me and her. Don't be discouraged if it doesn't happen that way.
That's good.
Just keep pushing. Like we say that every episode, keep pushing, because it's true. Just don't be discouraged if it doesn't happen that way for you.
Yeah.
We just have to remember everything that we've been talking about, because eventually it will come to pass. You just have to stay the course. And what that course is, at the end of the day, you have to stay in what God's will is for your life.
Yeah.
If you ain't in that, you're not in there, it's not going to work out for you. It's not going to grow for you. It's not going to go for you.
Period.
And I did want to make that point in when you're building these relationships, when you're going through trying to build something in this life, right? And it's not about, we always have to remember, it's not about who sees you, like, and who gives you the praise. At the end of the day, your main goal in life has to be, did I give God the glory in this? Because that's who you do it to. You do it to the glory of God, and that's it. I mean, there's no other way I could put it. You know, yeah. Something else we wanted to. There's my train right on time. Is there something else we wanted to add to that?
I'm in total agreement with that. Just pushing it through and staying focused, you know. Tunnel vision. Put your glasses on. Go straight through that thing. Yes. And like you said, that's what we in right now. Just, you know, the fact of not being discouraged because my path doesn't look like your path. Or some things may be added to my path that ain't in your path. But like I mentioned before, God already gave you what you need to get to the finish line. So the thing is, if I have the will, if I believe that I'm going to get to the finish line, He's going to take care of the rest. I just got to make sure that I do my part.
Yup.
That's staying in the line, putting in that work.
Put in the work. There's no substitute for it. There's no.
I tried, y'all. It ain't.
it ain't no. It ain't. There's not a Look, there's not a NutriBurst you could drink. Okay.
Come on, NutriBurst.
To substitute for the work. There's nothing. There's no pill.
Have to put in the work.
There's no amount of Sono Bello. Like, come on.
Too funny.
There's no amount of that, you know, that can substitute for that relationship that you have to develop with that work ethic. You have to stay hungry. You have to stay vigilant. You have to stay aware of the situations and things that are going on before, you know, while you're walking. You're growing, but you're staying aware. You're seeing what this one is doing. It's not that you copying. You just paying attention. Some people blow up like I don't know. This guy, watch Corey Mission Side Hustle. He's only been on YouTube for like 2 years now, but he started his channel like at the end of 2019. And he blew up in 2020, like 6-7 months into his channel, you know, but he kept posting videos and kept posting videos and posting videos. And he went viral, like, in what I consider like that, you know. But you have somebody like on the other side, you have somebody like Tad Brown. That it took her almost doggone 20 years to get where she is. And that happened, 4 years ago or something like that for her. Like, there's
different time frames.
And make sure, before you do something big, eat your banana, okay?
Potassium.
Eat your banana to calm your nerves. Y'all ever heard of that? That's what my mama would always
heard of that. That's a new one for me.
That's what my mama would always tell me, to eat a banana to calm your nerves.
Balance things out.
Yeah, you eat a banana for breakfast and just make you calm. I wonder if that's an ingredient in like Valium or something. Because if it is, eat you a banana, yo.
Have y'all heard of that? Please comment below if you have.
Please.
And why do we need to have a banana?
It's supposed to calm your nerves.
Why? Like she said, what
'Cause-
is the ingredients? I mean, what's the key to having that
She
banana?
says
What's
the
in it?
potassium. She
That's
says
what I
the
was
potassium.
like, potassium. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
that calms you down. You know, maybe it's a slow release of sugar. I don't know. I have no idea, really.
Banana high in sugar too.
All I'm going to say is the day in the example I gave, I ate my banana late. So I blamed it because I ate my banana late on that morning and not early enough for it to work through my body. So I didn't flub. So I blamed the banana for me not
Pretty
making a
much.
mistake in 2008. It was
Wow.
2007.
2008 for real. For real. Really though.
Yeah, a whole 13 years ago, man. Make you feel like
I mean, we old. Now
we're
we
just
getting up
progressing. We're
there. We're getting
progressing.
up there. Yeah.
What is life gonna be like, yo? Like we're the digital age, definitely. Like when we 70, we still gonna be looking at the same stuff, watching YouTube and stuff. What are we gonna be doing? Still making videos?
I ain't gonna say that, but go ahead.
I don't know. Oh man,
I don't know.
the whole moral of this
Robots
podcast.
are gonna have all the jobs. I'm trying to tell y'all.
Oh, I don't know.
What if we go back to horses or flying cars?
They already have flying cars.
Well, more people will be able to have them.
Mm-hmm. They're like hover cars.
I don't know, y'all.
Is a house going to be a house?
No, a house is gonna be a home.
What if we come up with floating real estate? Like the
What?
Jetsons.
I don't know.
It would
Just
like
let me
never
get my house before then, and let me kind of.
it would like never rain again. Oh my gosh. And then you come down to the common folk and the common folk have to deal with floods and tornadoes and all of that. What if people try to outrun the apocalypse by going really high up in the air?
Oh Lord, you've been watching too much The Walking Dead.
No, I didn't watch that show. I'm just thinking about it right now. Like common folk, peasants live in houses that we have paid like millions of dollars for.
That's crazy, yo.
Oh my God. And then you really have a higher society.
Mm-hmm. They're gonna add on some classes.
They call it high society. Yo, that sounds like a show for real.
Can we move up?
Can we move up?
Hey.
Look, they don't have a whole, and we still sitting down here watching shows from 1970. We still watching the Jeffersons.
Yeah.
And they have a whole Fifth Element. Like, if y'all ever seen that movie, Fifth Element, that was a crazy movie. And they have a whole Fifth Element society, like up there. That's crazy. Anywho, I digress. We have just gone like,
We have. It's all good, though.
Yeah, the moral of the story is just breathe, do your research, talk to the people, develop the relationships with people who you want to be in that type of space, but don't discount them if they're not the ones at the top, right?
Exactly.
Because there's a lot of people that can teach you a lot of things that are not the most popular. So remember that. Just take who God sends your way and glean from it. Discern. Discernment is a big thing.
Yes, it is.
If they for you or if they not for you. So, yeah. Y'all have fun. I'm going to stay down here in low society.
You ain't moving up yet?
Nah, I'm not moving up. That's crazy, though. Think about it. Like,
but if I rise, you rise. So, hey.
But that would be crazy. Learn how to have something. My brain is like all on science fiction right now. Like if you could have something that would hover with the gravitational force of the earth. That would be crazy. That would be crazy. It would be crazy. And really a whole nother. And then you learn how to get enough oxygen up that high. Oh my gosh.
Wow. So it's like you constantly on an airplane.
Yeah.
Speaking of airplane, I'm going to Vegas in a few weeks, y'all.
I'm going to give you $50. I'm going to give you $50 to put on. Give you $50 to play on blackjack.
Yay. I'm going to come back with 5,000.
Yeah, that means you play my $50 a whole bunch of times.
But you know what that means? I need to do my research because I don't know how to play.
It's 21.
Look, I have time. So let me try to see how I can, pull that off. Do my research and talk to a couple of people. Those who've lost money and those who've won money. Since you said do not discredit. And I will not.
Yo, remember, if you want some of our merch, DM us. Let us know what size. And we will give you the information on pricing. And also, don't forget to follow us on social media at Just Jovette and J, the number 2, Riley on Instagram. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel, Just Jovette. I'm always doing something on here. Always.
Not that.
Always. But with that being said, we have any parting? Are we done? We good?
We're good. Thank you, guys.
Yep. All hearts and minds clear until the next time. Peace out. One love. Jesus Christ. Remember that. Okay.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
But did the ocean